Hello, good morning, rise and shine early in the morning on the West Coast. Welcome to CNET Live. I am Brian Tong. Miss Lexi, say hi to everybody.
Hi, everyone. Good morning.
And Stephen Beacham running the show as usual.
Good morning.
We just wanted to kind of reach out to you and let you know off the top of the show, we're having some technical difficulties over in New York at the Lincoln Center right now. So we're working through that. But while we wait, we're going to actually show you pretty much exactly what you're going to see at the keynote, because LG last night released the official product videos for what we expect to see. So we're going to start off with a rumored V10 phone. I'm going to show you what they showed us, just so you guys can kind of get a sense of pretty much what you will see later today once we get the keynote.
So that was the LG V10, the smartphone that LG is going to be launching. They actually released it technically last night. So that was the video that's available now on YouTube. But also on the agenda today, we are going to see a smartwatch. There is going to be the LG Watch Urbane 2nd edition. It's an upgrade to the original LG Watch Urbane. Let's take a look at the video and see what's in store for the smartwatch.
Hi, babe.
Hey, did you leave your phone on purpose?
Yeah, I didn't want to bother. I need my hands free all day.
Should we tell them? Should we not?
Yeah, go ahead.
Right.
Yeah, son, get it.
Gotta feel it, gotta feel it, cause the sky is the limit. Now you really gotta rise up, ride to the finish, gotta get it till my time's up.
That's it. That sounded fresh.
All right, everybody. There you go. That is the look at the LG Watcherbane 2nd generation. And just one thing to note, that is the first Android Wear based watch that it'll be completely independent, doesn't need a phone. It'll be based on your direct LTE connection with it. That's innovative in that regards, but we know that Urbane is pretty big and chunky.
Yeah, it is pretty big, and it's not technically the first smartwatch that has LTE, because
Correct.
LG did a version. It was not running Android Wear; it was running their own
yeah.
proprietary OS that everyone thought was WebOS. It actually turned out to be kind of their own tweak on it. So it's not the first, but it's the first Android Wear. I don't know, LTE in a smartwatch. I am not 100% sold, but
If that's your thing, that's your thing.
Yeah, exactly. You know,
I mean, if you
into
want to
it.
pay for it, then I think there are people that want that. Maybe, if this is the only one right now, everyone has their own different taste of which watch they want.
Exactly. It fills a spot in the market at least.
Yeah.
People don't want it.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we are still working through the difficulties technically out over New York. We will keep you posted with what's happening out there. We will have all of our coverage on CNET.com, but just hang out and we'll let you know what happens with that. The keynote is expected to start around 8 o'clock a.m. Pacific time. But at the moment, we are working our best to get that all out for you. But stick around and we will see you guys in a little bit, okay?
Cool. Hey, actually, we just got word from LG that they're having a connection issue in New York. And they're actually going to push the start time back a few. So stick with us,
Oh.
and
Okay.
hopefully we'll have a
Hopefully we'll
picture soon. But they are working on it, and it is a Ethernet connection issue. So
So we can have a little graphics to stay tuned. Thanks, LG.
cool.
All right, cool, guys. We'll see you guys in a little bit, hopefully. Fingers crossed. We'll see you soon. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, miracles do happen. We have picture from the NYC. What we have is, we've had this rig set up to stream their keynote here. It looks like from what we can see, the keynote hasn't started yet. Is that correct? All right. They're waiting on us?
We have the power.
Okay. Well, we're just confirming things. We are the exclusive carrier of this event. So quite honestly, LG and us working together, they're going to wait on our end just to get the green, the green light that, okay, we're good to go. That is what it looks like inside. They have not started yet, so we'll just kind of keep it on there right now. But obviously, the LG V10 is just hanging out on their monitor. It's their new phone. We showed you kind of the video of it earlier. What did you think about it? Obviously, they have some features that are trying to make it a more unique phone.
There are some features of obviously that top screen with quick access to applications, but more interestingly for me is the so-called Groovy camera. So when there were a few indications that we were going to see two forward-facing cameras on this new phone, and it turns out that they're not for 3D purposes. They are for taking really wide selfies. There's like an 80-degree camera with a field of view of 80 degrees and then a 120-degree field of view. So you can take really expansive groofies.
Are they just stitching the pictures together, basically?
From what I believe, it's basically giving you like a more panoramic view, a wider angle. So the two fields of view make it a wider picture. I mean, they're trying. I think it's war on the selfie stick. Decided declaring war on the selfie stick. LG.
I don't even. But here's the thing: the whole word "groofy" actually doesn't make sense.
It doesn't, because
it should be groupie. Technically, it shouldn't be groofy. There's no. I don't hang out with a group of friends.
You're totally right.
I take a picture of myself, but I don't take a picture of myself.
Yourself. Well,
it's a
maybe,
selfie.
I know.
Groofy?
Groofy? I don't know.
Groofy?
It's got a ring to it. You never know. Maybe 2015, 2016 is going to be the year of the groofy.
It could be. So we'll just go down some of the specs of what we expect to see in this phone. It's bringing a Snapdragon 808 processor, so a capable one. It's not the most modern Snapdragon processor out there. 5.7-inch quad HD IPS display, 2560 by 1440 resolution. That's a 513 pixel per inch density. There's a secondary display. That is that little top right, the little ticker display that they call. 2.1 inches. It's 160 by 1040 resolution. That also is a 513 resolution pixel per inch. 4 gigs of DDR3 RAM inside this bad boy. Looks like and then what else do we have? 16 megapixel camera with an f1.18 aperture. Front-facing camera will be 5 megapixels. 3000 milliampere hour battery. It will be running Android 5.1.1 Lollipop.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay. Looks like we're starting. We're just going to go kick right to it.
Show after show will feature the latest hits, the biggest stars for fun-filled, pleasure-packed evenings.
Now here's a happy cat. What you so happy about?
The amazing new Bell Boy is the Bell System's answer today for anyone who must be available at all times. Watch it hit the ground. Impact. The set is still working.
When can I pick up the pictures? Thursday. It's Thursday. Okay, let me make a note of that.
You're gonna write it down there?
I was going to.
Well, then let's say Tuesday.
You mean 2 days earlier?
No, 5
days later. I thought as much.
And now...
What did people do before the telephone was invented?
Found a herd of buffalo and run and tell the others.
How does the telephone work? Magic?
No, not magic, Susie, but science.
Oh, yes. And when you hang up, put the telephone securely on its base.
Now, it's showtime.
You're the best at what you do.
From now on, I'll make sure you have the best tech you can spare.
So it's not just a pretty face then?
It doesn't get any better than this. It's everything you need. It's everything you want. I'm sick of losing client after client to this art thief. I'm not sure you get how we do business here. This ends now!
Something feels off to me about this one.
His sources can be anybody, anywhere.
They're on the move.
You've got to get closer.
Just so we know 1 minute away.
Security. I'm telling you, it's like I can't trust nobody anymore.
You never worried for a second, did you?
With the resources I've had at my side, no.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome LG Director, Communications and Account Marketing, Mr. Frank Lee.
Well, hello and welcome to the premiere of the LG V10. We're here at the beautiful Walter Reed Theater, the home of the New York Film Festival, and it's all about movies. It's about moving pictures, it's about video. We talked to you a while back about the visual generation at the LG G4 Day, and that has continued to evolve. We've seen more and more movement from photos to videos. We also see a greater demand from people like yourselves for higher quality. And our customers, people, want more, and we're here to give them more. More innovation for a better life. A great first example is the innovation of the LG G Watch Urbane 2nd Edition LTE. You just saw a preview for that. It's the first wearable device featuring cellular connectivity in an Android Wear platform, with the option to connect through 4G, 3G, Wi-Fi, and Bluetooth. It works seamlessly with your Android smartphone or on its own when carrying a smartphone is just not practical or convenient. Of course, the cellular-enabled features will vary from Android and also for iOS, but the whole idea is that it's a continuation of LG's vision of creating an awesome smartwatch while capturing the essence of a timepiece. It's the perfect balance of style, connectivity, and convenience. But I promise today that the preview isn't the best part of the show. So with that in mind, let's get to the thing that you're all here for, our main feature. So please, turn your phones and your cameras on. Ladies and gentlemen, here's the star of our premiere, the new LG V10. The LG V10 is designed to provide a rich multimedia experience, both in terms of consumption, but also creation, perfect for today's social network savvy customer. The new V series by LG is designed to ignite creativity and passion. It's designed for everyone, from the influencer who's already making and sharing, but also to inspire those everyday people so they can find how they can create content for themselves. Through the G series, LG has been acknowledged for its excellent quality and the user experience of our premium smartphones. The V10 is a signal towards a new, engaging experience. We are headed in a direction where innovation isn't being driven by just technical advances, but also because of social and cultural change. As we see people shift from photos to videos, we want to support them in their needs and also increase their capabilities. Just think how much video you are using now to share. You used to just upload photographs, and now you're streaming, you're uploading 6, 10, 15-second videos. It's the new form. For that reason, LG paid special attention to video functions for the first smartphone in our V series. Amongst other things, the LG V10 offers users the ultimate video capture, editing, sharing capabilities. But before we go into that any further, I want us to look at what is made up of the LG V10 in terms of its construction. When we talk about innovation, we don't just mean what's on the inside. We also put a lot of energy and time against making sure that the innovations include things that, like not worrying about dropping your phone. I mean, we drop our phones, and it's not good. It's never a good feeling. For that reason, the LG V10 is covered with protective materials from both sides, with both DuraGuard and also stainless steel. In fact, the V10 is tested and met the requirements of the military standard transit drop test. What that means is that the LG V10 survived drop tests made up of 26 different angles from 4 feet and onto surfaces made of plywood and concrete. At LG, we make choices, ones that sometimes may require a little more effort on our part, just to make sure we're delivering a product that you can be excited about and that you can see the practical benefits. It's important to know that we make these choices, some of which come at a cost to us, but it's because these are things that you've desired and you shared them with us and you've told us about these. For example, the material cost of stainless steel is almost double that of aluminum. However, we use stainless steel with the V10 because we know that it gives it the durability that we're all looking for. A practical benefit and a worthwhile investment on our part. Keeping that in mind, the V10 also features the popular micro SD card slot. Now, of course, that's extended to 2 terabytes, but more importantly, it's compatible with the recently announced 200 gigabyte SanDisk SD card. So now V10 owners can enjoy all the media they want without having to be worried about the capacity, and so they can store high volume files. Also, the LG V10 comes again with its popular removable battery, 3,000 milliamps. So having the ability to swap out the battery remains to be an important commitment by LG, even in the fact that we could make it thinner, but not the cost of getting rid of that battery. Now, coming back to video, let's talk about Steady Record, which uses an electronic image stabilization optimized to neutralize shake and to help capture video even when you're on the move. Also, the innovative manual camera mode that we all saw on the LG G4 has now been enhanced to manual video mode. People now can edit and adjust while recording video. So now you can easily create high-quality content with more advanced recording options, such as ISO, shutter speed, the white balance, and even focus as you film. There is a quick video editor which allows users to easily cut or change the speed of frames and add after effects such as colors and even background music. It's built in right into the phone, and it's actually more dynamic than most of the options in an app. We also have Snap Video Mode, which enables you to capture and combine a series of video clips that you can easily share with others. We take away the intimidation of creating a narrative with video. So you can create a 1-minute video by assembling a dozen 3-second clips. There's also a 15-second auto edit, which makes a 15-second highlight video of any video you've created. It does this by using an algorithm that measures movement and look at sections where there's no activity or blurriness. So all this is happening so that it's easy for you to quickly edit and share. And once you have captured and edited your video, you do need to share it. And so for that purpose, we now have Quick Share, one of the most noteworthy features of the V10. So as soon as you're done with your clip, you can click on the icon, and you'll be able to select from your social media networks and post your videos directly. And although videos are awesome, some of us still love the selfie. So for those people, we have 2 front-facing cameras. The LG V10 features 5-megapixel dual-front cameras with 2 separate lenses. So one at 80 degrees for your standard shot, and another at 120 degrees for that wide-angle shot. So you can say goodbye to that awkward selfie stick. We also introduced an amazing new multi-view mode, which basically takes advantage of all the cameras, so you get 3 perspectives sequentially when you're taking photographs. But when you're taking videos, all the footage is captured at the same time. So you get all the action and reactions from all the angles. So in addition to the main 5.7-inch Quad HD IPS quantum display, we have a new feature called the second screen. It's the first of its kind, and it's an inset display. So it works independently of the second screen. The second screen works independently and can be set up as an always-on display to enhance the V10's productiveness. But another practical benefit is that you have quick access to all your notifications and information without having to turn on the main display. So you're extending the life of the battery by using second display. What's more, the second screen turns off when you slide it into your pocket or bag. That way, you're again saving battery. So along with video recording options, you can directly monitor the audio inputs as you're recording, such as the audio level, for example. And in any setting, a busy street or a live concert. This audio monitoring feature enables you to adjust the sensitivity of 3 independent mics built into the LG V10. We've also have a wind noise filter for those situations when you're outside. The LG V10 includes the best in sound as well. It's powered by a 32-bit hi-fi DAC, digital to analog converter from ESS technology. The LG V10 not only makes your music sound amazing, it even upsamples many formats, including live streams and, of course, your MP3s to hi-fi quality. It also features a new fingerprint sensor to unlock the device and allow access to your mobile payments. The popular LG knock code is still there, and so you have the choice of those 2 options. The LG V10 is about to launch in Korea on October 8th, and will thereafter be available across global markets, in China, here in the US, Latin America, the Middle East, and Asia. Here in the US, we're proud to announce that we'll be carrying the product with our partners at AT&T, Verizon, and T-Mobile. Available in Space Black, Lux White, and Opal Blue. So the fact of the matter remains is that we actually have put the V10 into use and is being used to develop content. As you know, LG announced that it partnered with actor, writer, and director Joseph Gordon-Levitt and his Emmy Award-winning production company Hit Record to create creative content. The innovative collaboration builds upon our commitment to celebrate and support artists and everyday people over the span of this coming year. For us, Joe is not a celebrity spokesperson. He's an established artist, and together we're tapping into the Hit Record community, the creative individuals to deliver on our promise that through purposeful innovation, we can help tell better stories. At LG, we're committed to helping people, from artists and everyday people, democratizing the ability for the world to share and make content. This is how Joe and the Hit Record community work, and so it was a natural partnership with LG. So Joe and Hit Record have called upon the community and their filmmakers, artists, writers, musicians to develop the first project out of our partnership. It's a collaboration called The In-Between Moments. So let's turn our attention back to the screen because Joe has some words to share with us.
You're recording. Hey everybody, I hope you're having a great morning. I wish I could have been there with you, but I did have the chance recently to sit down with LG's very own Mr. Frank Lee, and we had a great conversation about Hit Record and LG and this partnership. It's been really, really great for us and really fruitful. And check it out. Thanks again.
I'm marking it.
This is surreal. What's up, Frank?
So this is incredible. When you think about it, there are so many different facets of who we are that come to life throughout the day. And Hit Record embraces that, creates a space for others to find ways to express and discover for themselves their voice or their stories that they want to tell.
That's just it. You know, this community sort of sprouted up around this website that my brother and I started, and Hit Record kind of offers an avenue to be creative for the fun of it.
I think what's exciting about what you're doing with Hit Record is that it's very organic. And it's really sharing. I find storytelling, is an act of sharing.
Storytelling is something that's a universal in all humans. I think it's part of what makes us human. And technology has always been a part of it. Now, in our generation, it's a super exciting time to be alive. You know, the internet is changing storytelling forever. It's our time to really figure out, okay, what can we do now that's different than what we used to do?
Right, we have this new tool, we have this new capability, but we're still using it the way we did in the past.
We're mostly just imitating the old way of doing it.
Smartphones, currently that's where the internet has been free. It's no longer tethered to a physical space, not your home, not the office, not a library. How has that changed the way people tell stories?
Well, you know, the old saying goes, the best camera is the one that you have on you. When I was 15, I had a camera that was, film, and it was beautiful. It took beautiful shots, and I'm still a lover of celluloid, but it's a big thing, kind of complicated to use. It was prohibitive. It meant that you weren't gonna probably have the camera on you when you saw that spontaneous, beautiful thing. You're like, oh my God, look at that, I wish I had a camera. Well, so now, we actually probably can get out our phone and take a picture of it before it goes away.
What's led you to pursue this project with LG?
I love coming back to Hit Record. I love working with people that aren't in Hollywood, that don't have an agent, that don't live anywhere that I've ever visited, but that come with that fresh perspective, and it keeps sort of refreshing me and invigorating me. And having a website that is a hub for hundreds of thousands of people to contribute their media of all different kinds and stuff, you can't do that for free. It costs money to have this office and to have the bandwidth of our website, etc. And so it's really, really cool to have a brand like LG support us, and not support us by like twisting us into doing something that we don't want to do, but is able to come on and be like, all right, there's that in-between moments concept that's been circulating around the community already, and you want to take that further. Cool, we believe in you and we believe in that, and we'll support it. It really makes what we do possible.
And then you shared about these in-between moments. You've centered on that. Could you elaborate on that? What that is for you?
Sure. Nowadays, so many of those in-between moments, if you're in between this and that appointment on your calendar, and normally you reach for your phone to sort of consume some little morsel of distraction or entertainment or something. But I guess we're asking the question, what if you reached for your phone and rather than just wanting to consume, you were gonna kind of look around yourself, appreciate what is going on in this in-between moment, and could you capture that?
We provide the hardware in one regard. So what has your experience been with the V10? What sort of jumped out at you?
Well, the first thing, of course, is I have to talk about the frame rate. The difference between film and video, a big part of it is the frame rate. And I remember you and I were having this conversation. You were saying, if you could wish for anything for the camera on the LG V10, what might you wish for? And I said, oh. Make it shoot in 24p, please. Then it'll look like a movie. And then and you guys shipped us the phone, and we looked at it, and you can actually shoot in 24p.
So we've been talking about the V10, and obviously you and the community have been working on the project. Are we going to have an opportunity to get a preview?
Oh, yeah, man. Yeah, well, we've been shooting with it, and you should see there's a lot of beautiful footage coming in.
So as you can see from the in-between moments at the end of that video and also the product features we just shared with you, it's all shot on the LG V10. It's a powerful yet easy device to use. With the LG V10 and the new V series by LG, we've delivered a new standard when it comes to top-tier smartphones. So we now want you to have that experience. So as you make your way to the exposition zone in the gallery across the hall, we want you to see how the new LG V10 is another reminder of how life's good. Thank you, and have a great day.
Hold on, we'll see.
Doing the specs. Is that it?
Is that it?
Is that it?
That might be a wrap on the announcement there over in New York City. So there you go. Just like a sneak peek at the LG V10. I mean, the little ticker display, really cool. And then we know even with the LG G4 camera had pretty much the most options, features in a camera on a cell phone. They've kind of really trying to take that to heart and expanded that on the V10 as well. But there you go.
Yeah, very, very cool.
They're just showing off the specs right now.
Specs coming out. Micro SD, obviously, which is the trend of a lot of Android phones coming out, have sort of been going just for internal storage only rather than expandable. So.
And a removable battery too. I mean, pretty much most of the flagship phones now, the Nexus, the Samsung S6, and Edge, they're going away from those two features that made Android phones kind of give them some of their identity and differentiate them. So the V10 is still trying to stay true to that aspect of the phone. But what we're going to do here now is pretty much wrap things up. We know we'll have a hands-on analysis of everything over at CNET.com. We just wanted to bring you the keynote for you guys to watch and enjoy. Next time, Monday, 6:45 a.m. Pacific time. Are you going to be here?
I don't know. We'll see.
Man,
I mean, I'll be awake. You know, I'll be watching regardless whether I'm here or not.
Oh, I'm sure you'll be watching. You'll be like,
coffee in one hand, no doze in the other.
Steve and I will be here in the house, but that is Microsoft.
I won't be here, actually.
Oh,
I'm going to
right.
be out of town.
You jerk. Am I running the show by myself?
Yeah.
I guess so. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for hanging out with us at CNET again. You can watch all our future coverage coming here with about the LG V10 and also the LG Urbane Watch 2nd generation that they also leaked out, but they didn't talk about. It's an official product out there now in the interwebs, so you guys can check all the coverage out for that as well. But until next time, we'll see you guys CNET Live Monday, 6:45 a.m. Pacific time. Microsoft will be here. See ya.